Great! So this is my first Facebook Live, and so today I'm going to make tiramisu for you. So I'm going to start with the lady fingers, and for the lady fingers it's an egg foam sponge. And so I'm going to get noisy here because I'm going to get two mixers going. I need to bring my egg yolks and sugar to the ribbon stage. So that's first. And so I'm just going to start the egg yolks. And then as they start to come up just a little bit, aren't you glad I talk loud? Those of you who've had me in class know I can be loud. I'm going to start pouring the sugar in. Just a little bit at a time. You don't want to overwhelm the sugar. And if you put it in all at once, everything will collapse, especially when you're talking egg white. So at least I have something going here with the egg yolk. Oh, by the way, welcome to my kitchen. And now I'm going to start the egg whites. Something that we discovered was pasteurized shelled egg whites do eventually come up. So sometimes you just have to be a little patient with them. We had one of those moments early on and they weren't coming up and we kind of freaked out. Also remember from class that when you're whipping egg whites, everything has to be perfectly clean. You notice that I did change from the yolk spatula to the egg white spatula. So I'm going to start this up. This is going to come to a firm, moist heat. And then the egg yolks to the ribbon stage. They're nice and thick, so that's what we're looking for. My egg whites are just beginning to come up, so I'm going to start slowly adding the sugar. Now remember, your eggs have to be at room temperature to get the best volume on them. Beautiful and talented assistant will be cleaning soon. Now when I'm whipping up my egg whites, I'm kind of looking for them to kind of feel like whipped or shaving cream. And if I go too far, then they're going to dry out, have a dry appearance, and they will definitely plump up. And so this is what we're looking for on the egg whites, okay? We want them to have a nice body to them. So Vanna here, thank you.
Such a team.
I'm gonna fold my egg yolks into my whites. Y'all digging on the blue gloves?
Mmm. Sassy.
Here, Vanna. Let me have my hand. Don't ever hand it off with your hand in the handle. Okay, so when I'm folding, I'm coming through the mass and then through the bottom, around the outside, through the bottom. And we want it where we cannot see the two different colors. No streaks, guys. Okay? And then I'm going to fold in my sifted flour. Definitely make sure when you're doing something like an egg sponge that you sift the flour. We all know that I hate folding with a spatula. I usually have my nice clean hands in there, but with the virus, I'm going to make sure that I behave myself.
See, you're as funny as me.
It's always about the virus, isn't it?
Yep.
So I want to keep folding until I can't see any pockets of flour anymore. I may have to put my glasses on because, you know, I'm old and I can't see without them, but Chef Warner doesn't like to take pictures of me with the glasses
Well,
on.
when you're working, you can wear them, just not with a picture. Listen, I gotta wear mine so I can see this screen on my phone.
So I think we're just about there. I'm not seeing any streaks of white and I'm not seeing any flour. So I've got a disposable pastry bag fit with a number 4 plain tip. Come over here, Vanna. Those of you who don't know Vanna, you're pouring.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to tag Mr. Alison Hodges.
Okay, so I'm going to pipe, when I make the tiramisu, I'm going to put it in an 8-inch square pan. And so, to make sure that all of my lady fingers are the same size, I have made a little template on a piece of paper. And then I'm going to take the parchment that I'm going to pipe the lady fingers on, and I'm going to kind of glue this down. Guys, if you're doing this in a convection oven, you definitely want to do this step. In your conventional ovens at home, it's not nearly as important. But I've taken lines and I'm drawing them out to about 3 3/4 inch long, and so I'm just going to slip this up underneath. That way all of my lady fingers are the same size. I'm going to put a little bit of pressure. I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to pull back. That way I don't have that kind of funny looking appendage on the end of my lady finger. Stop and pull back. Stop and pull back.
Oh, look how smart you are.
I could have drawn it on every sheet of parchment I did, but since I don't want blue lines up underneath my lady fingers, the template, sliding it up underneath, works really well. This works well for eclairs, those Milano cookies we do in class.
Oh, I wasn't scrolling the comments. There's a bunch. Sorry. Christine says, hi, miss you all so much. Delana waved.
Hold on, hold on.
Veronica Duran asked flour.
AP.
AP flour, Veronica. And she put mascarpone cheese.
Of course. It's coming, girl.
Okay, now that I figured this out.
It's not so easy being on that side of the camera, is it?
Well, usually it's just on top of a tripod and I don't see it until afterwards. And this is good because I get to zoom into your bowls and everything.
I'm getting rid of that. It's hindering me. Sorry, folks.
You know what to do. I think I can take pictures too. Can you take pictures during this? I don't know how.
We're almost there, folks.
Veronica said, it's my favorite chef. She's not one of my students. It's alright. I ain't jealous.
But she was.
Veronica Duran? Mm-mm. Amy King, yes, says hi.
Hey, Amy. I'm missing you.
She said my two favorite chefs. You got that right, girl.
Yo, chopped liver here.
Yeah, William's over there just, you know. I'm sorry, Vanna. He's incognito these days.
He's very attractive.
Okay, so to keep your lady fingers from spreading too much, what we're going to do is we are going to sift just a little bit of powdered sugar over the top. This is the time for this technique. You're going to tap the sifter with your finger. When you are sifting flour, that is not the time to tap with the finger, guys. Y'all drive me crazy some days. But then I tell you that in class all the time, don't I?
All these things I don't know about. This is great.
It's always a learning moment for you, isn't it? Vanna, do I have the other sheet pan, sweet?
I'll take care of it. You move on.
Okay. Evidently, I'm being told I'm
Somebody's
pressed
I'll
for
put them in the
time.
oven.
Thanks, honey.
Thanks, assistant.
Ow. Some people, they're so pushy, right? Have you noticed that?
We're going to have the Bill and Allison channel. That's what we're going to have.
We're calling it barefoot and bandanas when you start looking for it. By the way, guys, if you're looking for some of my videos from class, they are on the TCC Connect faculty page. So all you have to do is put TCC in my name, spell it correctly, guys, 1L.
1L.
And it'll pull up all the videos. There's not a lot of close-ups of me, so I noticed that during my demos I scowl a lot. I think it's because Vanna makes me scowl.
She just threw you under the bus.
Okay, so I'm going to make a little bit of simple syrup. And so I've got some sugar in here and water. Since I'm going to add some coffee to it here in a minute, it's not a one-to-one mix for the simple syrup. I'm just going to bring that to a boil. And as soon as it boils, I'm going to add some coffee and I'm going to add some Kahlua. It says an ounce or a half an ounce of Kahlua. Carefully measured, of course.
And the rest is for the camera girl. Just kidding. No drinking on the job. Tanya Felix says, miss you guys. Robin Plotkin says, hi. What else? I got Jam Smith says, I love this. Even though I graduated a long time ago, I love watching your live videos. Great job, chef.
Who is that one?
Jam Smith. That's not her first name.
Okay.
For real, that's her Facebook name.
Oh, okay.
She's from a long time ago, probably a good 10 years ago.
Well, I was there 10 years ago. Okay, so it's just about ready to boil. I'm going to let it come to a full rolling boil. You don't ever want to boil coffee. It turns it bitter. And since we've got something sweet going on here, we really don't want to have that bitter taste. Those of you who are in pastry, a boil is when it is actually in the middle. A rolling is when it's rolling in the middle. If it's just breaking on the side, guys, it's a simmer. I know y'all get tired of hearing me say that, but it's the way of the world. Okay, so we're just going to add the syrup to it, the coffee to the syrup. Give it a little stir, and then evidently Vanna's going to put it in the bottle for me. Vanna is a pushy assistant. Okay, Vanna.
But efficient. Look at that.
Okay, so the base for your cream is a Sauvignon, which is a very classical dessert. Do I have the large bowl? Thank you. Poor Vanna.
Jen Gallen says hi. Chelsea
Hey, Jen.
says, my favorite pastry chefs ever. Cheryl Enox, hi. Chef Allison.
I'm not going to tell Bill you said that, Chelsea.
Too late. I already did it.
Okay, so in this bowl, I'm going to just simply put the egg yolks in. And what I'm trying to accomplish by heating it is I'm going to get better volume on my egg yolks, and also it's going to cook the Sauvignon.
This is one thing I am terrible at making.
Use a mixer. Which is what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't made it since, probably, I don't know, when I first started working at TCC, and it was so bad. Jen says, I'm making 12 dozen banana muffins for my daycare as I watch this. Muffin method. FTW. What does that mean? FTW? What's FTW mean? For the word? Fort Worth? For the world?
You know, everything just is long form for me. So.
I know. I'm too
No
old.
shorthand.
I'm too old for all these shorts. Oh, for the win. Thanks, Jen. I like Fort Worth better. For the world.
Yeah, we're liking for the world. Again, I'm just warming these up so I can get better volume. I'm going to whip them on the machine. Don't be ridiculous. I've told y'all for years how lazy I am. Everybody keeps telling me I'm efficient. No, I'm lazy. I'm adding some sweet Marsala wine. Make sure that when you're in the liquor store, you know which one you're looking for. If you're doing something savory, you want the savory Marsala. If you're doing a dessert, you definitely want the sweet. Okay. So we're just going to transfer this over. And we're going to beat the crap out of it.
I'm coming over here.
Y'all should know by now that I am pretty much so you get what you see.
Sorry, I'm playing with all your stuff.
Ooh! Take a few minutes. So while that's coming up to the ribbon stage, I'm going to start getting my ingredients ready for the actual mascarpone part. It'll take a while. Once it starts to thicken up a little bit, I'm sure you're not going to wear it, then I'll add a little bit more speed to it. Bill, I like you. I'm going to need another bowl. I need to whip up some cream for this. By the way, Vanna put my lady fingers in the oven, and they're going to go for about 10 to 12 minutes at 400 degrees. That's how you use Sauvignon in it. I can't see it.
Oh, that's fun. You'll have to watch it later.
I'm glad you're here to read for me.
Anybody have any questions, go ahead and ask them. They don't have to be just about this, it can be about anything. Make sure I scroll.
Just kind of lightening this up while that finishes whipping.
There you go. I also have my assistant with me.
Pardon me?
I brought my assistant too. Yeah, that's you.
Are you coming to whip, or are you going to bring me another bowl?
Carolyn McClanahan says hello.
You. And how are you?
Look at you.
Okay, and that's Sauvignon.
Lucky.
All you have to do is pour it over a little bit of fresh fruit, and it's a nice light dessert. It's still full of fat, but you know, okay, and lots of sugar.
We don't tattle.
I'm going to start by adding just a little bit of the Sauvignon to the mascarpone, just to kind of get it loosened up a little bit. Now, Vanna's over here whipping my cream by hand. Something I want y'all to remember when y'all are whipping your cream.
What a face.
When you're whipping your cream is you want to have that cream cold. If it's warm, you'll make butter really quickly. You've heard me say it before. So keep my warnings, guys.
Diana Meyer says, hello, Chef Allison, in all caps.
Well, hello, Diana, in all caps. I miss you guys. I miss human contact.
Oh no. What did I do?
Oh my God. Did you lose me?
Yes, I think. Wait. Oh my God. Did I stop it?
Yep.
Oh crap. It's back on. Oh no.
I'm sorry I momentarily left the building. Just call me Elvis.
Poop.
So I'm continuing to fold my mascarpone cheese into my Sauvignon. When I'm doing this for like a standalone dessert, not something that's going to be layered together, an individual dessert, I add a little bit of gelatin to it, just to give it a little bit more oomph. So, Vanna, how's it coming?
Not yet.
So this is definitely one of those things you're going to have to refrigerate. So I have an 8-inch cake pan that I'm going to do.
I'm getting hot just watching Bill whisk.
Can't believe he's whisking it by hand. And through the magic of TV, I had some lady fingers ready to roll. So we're just going to line the bottom of the pan with the lady fingers. Oh, Chef, you're driving me crazy. You're taking so much time. Oh, Vanna, that's not good enough.
You need more whipping? I can multitask.
I like that technique.
That's a figure 8.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Come on, Bill.
Come on, Vanna.
Slacking on your job.
Okay, so on top of the ladyfingers, I'm going to put that coffee Kahlua syrup. And we really want them to pick up that flavor. So I'm really going to be heavy-handed with it. Okay, now for a layer of the mascarpone.
It just smells terrible in here.
I know, doesn't it? This has been murder on my diet, I'm telling you.
Sorry everybody that I stopped the video by accident, but I'm glad you're all getting back on. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what happened. So maybe I can learn how to splice these two together. I don't know. Bad camera girl.
Okay, so once I get that done, I'm going to come back through with the other tray of ladyfingers. Nope, not yet, Chef.
Kelsey, we're making tiramisu. I started it on another video and I ended it by accident. So now this is the second.
Tiramisu, do.
I do.
I think my ladyfinger's a little bit too long. Oops. Good thing I have a dog. Who's at the groomer, by the way? It's Tuesday. Those of you who have had
Perfect
class,
timing.
they know. I love Hope.
Yeah, but she'd be barking this whole time.
No, she wouldn't. She would have settled down by now.
Christine says my assistant can show me how to splice. I hope so. Whoops.
Okay, so once we have the next layer of ladyfingers in, guess what we're gonna put on it?
Booze.
More syrup.
I win. Booze for the win. BTW.
Katrina and I are thinking serious about doing a demo together. So if you've got any suggestions on what you'd like to see,
Good idea.
send it to Katrina.
The summer Facebook series.
Yes. This has been so much fun, and a lot of good comments are coming back, so I thought maybe we could keep this going.
And be prepared, I'm going to do,
Finally.
once we can get back into the school, I'm going to do Sugar Tuesday. So one day I'm going to say, show me your sugar. And I want to see your all sculptures. And if you don't show them to me and you've been online watching the video, I'm going to show your sculpture. Because I still have them all, kids.
Ooh. Carolyn says, do it. But I think she means about this series. Since there's a time lapse on this. Ooh. Ooh, sorry.
Okay.
I am a menace.
You are. Now that I have that all in there, Chef, can I have another piping bag?
No.
The clear one in the drawer. Never mind. We'll just spread it.
No.
I know. Live TV, you gotta love it. Now I'm going to top this off with some freshly whipped cream. Just going to spread it out. I wouldn't like to have punked it, but you know. All the piping bags are at the school. I'm telling you, this is murder on us.
Somebody said they want to learn lasagna. Someone said, Annie said, signed up for Fundamentals of Baking in the fall. Can't wait. Jen says, my sugar sculpture just came up in my memory feed 3 days ago.
Yep, it's that time of year for you guys. Most of you had it in the spring semester, so you should be seeing those. I got a whole bunch of them up the other day, and that's what kind of inspired me to think seriously about doing a Sugar Tuesday for you guys.
Do it.
You know it.
You should make some mean lasagna. Mean lasagna.
Mean
Sound like
and nasty?
No.
That's only because I've trained you to say that. So once we have this spread out, traditionally this gets dusted with cocoa powder. And to me, it's always dry in the mouth, so I'm not going to dust it with cocoa powder. I'm going to grate chocolate with microplane on top of it. It's going to have the same appearance, but it's not going to make you choke when you put it in your mouth. That was one of the first things we noticed that when we were, first time I ever tried tiramisu was it definitely got caught in the back of my throat, and so, and I'm just going to take a microplane in my block of chocolate and grate this just right on top. Oh, Katrina's assistant's eyes just went up. I mean,
Chocolate. Ooh. Watching intently. Waiting for the block to end. And like I always say, everybody needs a bill.
telling you. I may give them to you soon.
No.
I'm kidding.
My big brother.
I'm kidding. However, come the end of the summer, I may give them to you.
Well, hopefully we'll be allowed to leave the house by then.
If we're not, you'll find Bill in the backyard in the pool.
She'll feed me to the tiger.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Where'd Bill go? Just put a little sardine oil on him.
Okay, so that's the tiramisu. I really recommend that you refrigerate it for a few hours before you try to cut it. So here in a little while I will post a picture of the plated dessert for you guys. That way you can see my take on just traditional tiramisu. Okay?
Yay.
Questions?
Any questions? Let me read you a couple more comments here. We've got... Wait a minute. Paulette said, yes, do it. Not sure to what. I guess the videos, maybe. Christine said, my sugar sculpture didn't survive the move. Annie said, what is a sugar sculpture?
I will post my last sugar sculpture, Annie, for you can see it. It's cast sugar and pulled sugar, and look it up on the internet. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there for it.
I don't know if you remember the pictures we have in the Magnolia room. There's pictures of sugar sculptures there. They look like flowers. Jen, the thing I remember is the day we walked into class and Chef was in a bad mood. Out of the gate, of course, it was chocolate lab day.
You know I hate chocolate, but I'm getting better at it. Hey, Jen, they bought me tempering machines, so hey, it's great. We had a really good chocolate lab this time around.
Shatara says, mouth-watering. Veronica says, American tiramisu for sure. Lily says, my favorite. Paulette, sugar work. And Shatara says, don't she miss her fave student? Yep.
Of course I do. Okay, well, you know, if you have no questions.
Any questions? We're getting lots of comments. How about any questions? Paulette says, I want to see and do more sugar work. And David Moeller says, I survived a shift in a pastry kitchen thanks to you.
Aww.
Yay. Aw, isn't that sweet? All right, well, we'll close this one up and we'll try to do some more.